Hi friends, welcome back to another tried and true bins haul. I hope you enjoyed the thrift with me at the bins last week or a few days ago. I don't know exactly when these are going to be published. If you have not watched that video, I will link them up above and down below. If you are new to the channel, hi, my name is Maria. I am a part-time reseller selling on eBay and Poshmark, and I love thrifting. I love finding stuff for my family. I love stuff bringing it home and flipping it online for a profit. So I had the opportunity to go to Colorado Springs, Colorado and visit my sister. I was actually there for a work trip, so I was there a day or two early, which was amazing. I got to see my sister Anna, and she went on the bins thrift trip. I think we made a believer out of her. She had been once on her own before and was like, how do you find anything? It's all trash. And I was like, you gotta come with the pros. We'll teach you. And so we had a lot of fun, and I brought back 2 bags of luggage, Southwest free, of course. And like I carried one on as my carry-on, and then I checked one, and then I checked my luggage I had actually brought. So everything you're gonna see in this haul fit into my checked luggage or my carry-on luggage that I brought back with me, or like the suitcase that I had taken with me. So it was quite difficult, and when I was sourcing I had to keep that in mind. Then there was other things I was like, I just can't leave them in Colorado. I will have nightmares if I leave them in Colorado. So I shoved and shoved and shoved. None of the zippers broke. I'm always nervous I'm gonna like break the luggage. And we got it all back, and I want to show you. So you saw some of it in the thrift with me footage, but I have a ton more stuff that I want to make sure I show you up and close, tell you why I picked it up, and then hopefully be sharing with you what I think it will sell for. And then stay tuned for the what sold videos so that you can see what it's actually selling. All right, with that in mind, I am going to start with the shoes, just because I have them all in this big IKEA bag. The other bag I have here is literally, let me show you. It's literally one of the bags. This was the one I carried on as a checked bag. It's still got my little luggage tag on it. So this came back through the airport with me, and that is chock full as well. So we will get to that, but let's go through some of the shoes. All right, it is Colorado, so when I'm there, I'm always excited to find things like Merrell and Keen and Patagonia and Columbia and North Face, like all those outdoorsy type brands. That's just what I think about when I go to Colorado. And the shoes did not let me down. So the first thing I found were these are Merrell, right? I love selling Merrell shoes. They sell really well for me. Air cushion, they've got a great tread on them. These are obviously a women's sandal, so things like this I'll probably list between like 30 and 35. They usually sell around 20 to 25 for me, but again, at bins prices, you really can't beat that. I found my first pair of climbing shoes. These are just black diamond, so they're not like the world's best climbing shoe brand. I'm trying to find here it is. They're not the world's best climbing shoe brand, but I had my sister look them over because she is herself a climber. She does a lot of bouldering and some ropes climbing, and she, told me that they're still in really good condition. Because I asked her, I was like, if you were a climber and you were buying used climbing shoes, would you buy these online? And she told me yes. She taught me how to like make sure I'm taking really good pictures of this up here, because as this wears down, that's a problem. So she gave me some tips for that, which I'll certainly take because I've never sold climbing shoes. So we will see how those ones do. I really like selling Born Concepts, the nice like leather shoes especially, and BOC by Born is one of their diffusion lines, but it seems to sell decently well for me. I think it sells a little, like it takes a little longer and it sells for a little less, but I still pick it up. And these are a really nice pair of like mules, clogs. There is a difference between mules and clogs. Yes, I know, but the world does not all know the difference between mules and clogs. So anytime I'm listing it, I will list it as both, if it like could reasonably fit into both categories. So these are a slip-in mule. This is more of a mule than a clog, but some people would call this a clog. So nice black leather. I like the like silver coated detailing over here. These are a size 8 medium. They are leather. I always take pictures of the size for everything, and then when it says leather upper, so just so people don't have to take my word for it, because some people list faux leather as leather on purpose or accidentally. I like to give them the benefit out that it was accidental, but I always take a picture of that just so they know they don't have to take my word for it. This was also me being very selective with the shoes I picked up, because I could have picked up a lot more, but I know they take up a lot of room. And when I'm traversing back across the country to the East Coast, I live in Maryland now, I really needed to be picky. And then I like rooted some out as I was sorting my cart. My sister had also offered She offered early on, but I kept telling her, no, you don't have to do that. She lives in an apartment, but she does now have like a single car garage that has a bit of storage. And I really did not want to use up her storage, but she was like, it's fine, I got plenty. So if I really had needed it, she was willing to store some stuff until the next time that she like made a trip out. And I wouldn't want her to have to fly with anything, but she often will travel back to Ohio, where we're both from, and she'll drive. So she was just going to throw it in her car next time. And I was like, okay, by the end of it, I was like, okay, I can't leave some of this. I'll take you up on your offer and we'll store like a single bag or something in her garage. But guys, I fit it all into my luggage. She was really, really, really impressed actually. Okay. So these are another pair of Merrell. I have sold this style before. They are suede, like, kind of a flat, kind of a, yeah, I would call that a flat. Nice chocolate brown. These are a size 8. They're the Plaza mock, anything like that, like the jungle mocks that I always talk about sell really well for Merrell. They wanted $12 for these in the retail store. I would not have bought them for $12. I probably would not have paid more than like $6, maybe $8 for these. So it's okay. They ended up in the bins. Another pair of Born. And I was surprised that like this white leather, it's kind of like a cream, survived the bins. Like that in itself is impressive. But these are also BOC and okay, so these are not leather. These are man-made upper, which means they are faux leather. So I will list that appropriately. They are 9.5. Goodwill wanted $8 for these, and nobody gave it to them. I would not have paid $8 for these, especially since they are not real leather. And here's another pair of Born, little pair of sandals. I sell these sandals decently well, actually too. These are also straight up Born. They're not BOC, so that hopefully should sell a little bit better. These are a size 6, and these are leather. All right, one more pair of sandals, and then I have a couple really, really good pair of boots that if you watch the thrift with me, you will recognize. So these are just a pair of Sanuk. I honestly, if I had needed to leave something, of course these are like the smallest thing, but if I had needed to leave something, this would have been something I considered, because Sanuk doesn't sell all that well, but it does sell typically. They're in not bad condition. I would not pay more than $1 or $2 for these, especially in the bins. These are super light, so they probably were only like $1. All right, one thing I found that I was like, oh, how on earth am I gonna get these back to Maryland? But I really, really wanted to get them are these. Let me show you the bottom first. These are Carolina work boots. I have sold Carolina before, and they were kind of like a slip-on loafer, but these are a safety toe or steel toe. So that's a really great keyword. You're going to want to make sure to put that. Look how substantial these like work boots, combat boots. They say they are sub-zero insulated right there. So they were probably heavy. I probably paid quite a few dollars for this. It says insulation, leather upper, size 6. So you could wear these on a job site, on a construction site. These would also just be super cute to like style. You obviously don't need the burdensome like safety toe, steel toe, but hey, you know, you work with what you got. So those are really great, and I was like, I have to bring these back. I think I could sell these for maybe like $50. All right, one of the best finds, maybe not the best, one of the most fun finds for me were these next pair of boots, because if you saw in the thrift with me, I don't even remember. This trip was right before October, and as we are filming it is right before Christmas. So I've been doing other hauls, I've been doing Thriftmas, I've been doing other things. So it's been in my basement so that I could film a haul for you guys and get everything listed. And here we are. So it's been a little bit of time for me. And somehow or other, we figured out that I had a boot and she had a boot. And so we both kind of almost at the same time were like, hey, let's flip for it. So we did a flip, and I won the coin toss, which is great. I have never participated in a coin toss, so to win my first coin toss was a little bit exciting. And I had offered a coin toss once, but I think there was a language barrier and the person wasn't understanding. And he was like, okay. And then like handed me the shoe, and I was trying to be like, no. Like, and he like just kept handing me the shoe. So I think he was just trying to be really nice, and I ended up taking it, but I felt really bad. And I was trying to see if he had anything I had so that I could like repay the favor. But yeah, that was my very first coin toss. And with it, I won these bad boys. Look at these like clasps right here. Well, they're not really clasps, they're decor buttons. But can you see the like eagle detailing on that? very Western, very like patriotic. They are in absolutely fantastic condition. These are Sam Edelman. So it's not like they're absolutely amazing, but for Sam Edelman to have something this substantial, an over the knee boot, I love the detailing. It's got Western vibes, it's got festival vibes. They are definitely real leather. These also, oh my gosh, what is inside? Can you see that? It looks like it's like a fake holly berry from like a wreath was inside this shoe. All right, that'll be our good luck. We'll put that over on my nightstand. I'm not sure. I'll probably find the size later on. It's just really dark. Oh, here we go. Here we go. I found a little tag. Yeah, so these are a size 7.5. It does say leather upper. It's also got a style name in there, which is great, so I'll be able to look that up. But these are really, really beautiful. That also means they're my size. So I will maybe wear these once or twice. I'm not going to keep them. I don't think I would wear them enough, and I think I should be able to sell these for over $50. I have not ran specific comps on everything yet because I haven't typed them in my inventory. That'll be the next step. And that's when I do my comps, so that when I list, I can just type it in and I don't have to do more work. And so I'm not sure. The prices that I'm saying could be a little bit more, could be a little bit less, especially if you're looking for anything. But this is kind of what I'm thinking right off the cuff. All right, next is a brand that I love to find. If you see that little logo right there, that is Piranha, another one that kind of I expect to find in Colorado Springs. This is a size extra small. This is something that my sister actually ended trying on. Anytime I thrift, like with my friends or with my family, the rule I always remind them at the very beginning: if there's anything I find to resell that you like and that fits you and that works for you, you get priority. Like, that's the fun of it. I want anyone with me to get a good deal before like I make a little bit of a profit online. So I'm always looking for things that I ask her about. It was a little bit like, I just don't think she liked it fit her technically, but I think it was just kind of like, it wasn't like loose and comfy. So she passed on it, which is fine because now I can sell it. But it is a knit sweater. It's got this like high neck that like crosses over right here. And I think that's the part she didn't really like. Is this wool? Oh, guys, it's got an inside pocket. Oh no, I'm an idiot. Am I that much of an idiot? I hope y'all are making fun of me. It has normal pockets. I saw this and I hadn't seen it on the outside, so I thought it had like a magic inside pocket. Wow, it's been a long day. All right, where is the tag? Oh, it's also got an extra snap right there, which is great. Okay, yes, this is a acrylic wool alpaca blend, which is fantastic. It's got the style number. If you're selling Prana, always look at the little tag right in there because it's got the style number and you can look up details and photos and whatnot. People are going to ask. I know I get comments sometimes. I do use stock photos, especially on Poshmark, not so much on eBay though. Be way more careful on eBay. Okay, how is this? There we go. So that's Prana. I'll probably list that, I would think, around like 40 or 45 since it's so substantial. All right, to get these out of my way, I'm going to do a couple of the big coats that I ended up grabbing. My sister was also helping me find things, and I don't remember which ones she found. I think I found this one though, and I was really excited because you see that logo is Wild Fox. I like selling Wild Fox stuff, and this is the most substantial Wild Fox piece I have ever found. It is this nice, really great condition winter jacket. It's got like the inner fleece lining, like the layered look. It's got the hood as a layered look. It is in beautiful condition. Like, this was kind of sitting on the top of a bin, so I thought somebody had maybe thrown it back, but I cannot find a thing wrong with it. It is also a size XXL, which is beautiful as well. So I really need to get this stuff listed. I'll be working on that over the next few days. Yeah, I think that should sell for over $50 too. Okay, this next one is a little bit funny because I was trying to like pack kind of light when I went out to visit my sister, and I was there for a work conference, so I had a lot of like work clothes, professional clothes, plus like going out clothes and hanging out clothes. And I had looked at the weather to see like how much warm clothes I needed, and I brought warm clothes. Like we went hiking and we did lots of cool fun stuff. I had warm clothes, but for the conference day, I was kind of expecting I'd drive to the conference, I'd be in the big, beautiful conference center the whole day, and then I'd leave. I wouldn't need kind of a heavy material. And then I realized I looked at the highs for each day, and it gets really cold in the morning and night. So I was getting nervous that I was going to be super cold. So we found this wool peacoat that like fit me really beautifully. It is Steve Madden. I think it's probably a vintage. It's that old, but it's a size small, and I spent forever like lint rolling this thing and yeah, all kinds of stuff. And I carried it around with me. I took it in my luggage and I never wore it. If I hadn't been traveling, I would have grabbed this at the bins anyway, because wool peacoats from any reputable brand do well. But I wouldn't have worried about shoving this in my luggage. But I thought I was going to wear it, and I never did. So here it is. But yeah, this is a wool. I'm trying to find the thing. But these like classic styles of wool peacoats and jackets just always do well for me. So I think I'll still be able to sell it for probably around 30. All right. Jump scare. Don't worry. We'll talk about it. Okay. This is my next item. This is a North Face boys puffer. It's insulated. It's got 600 gram insulation. That's what this number always is, if you see that on any inner tags or outer tags. And I was having a really fun time, like off and on with like the vintage bros. They were like looking at stuff. One of them gave me an item that I'll show you later on in the haul, and they were looking at this and they clearly didn't want it, and so they were trying to figure out, like, should we throw it back? Who would want it? They were like, maybe the moms, because there's always like a mom group, usually Hispanic, that are always shopping there and looking for kid stuff. And then I kind of like made eye contact with them because my cart was next to them. You can't take your cart on the floor on the Colorado bins. You have to keep it on this like wall behind this line. So our carts were lined up near each other. And he was like, do you want it? And I was like, sure. And they already knew I was a reseller at that point. And I was like, yeah, I'll either give it to my son or I'll resell it. I was like, is that going to come off? They had already been messing with this white stuff. The theory is that it's toothpaste, because we did kind of scrape at it and it does come off. So I haven't done that yet, but I'm just going to throw this in the wash, and I'm fairly certain that it is just going to come right off, which is great. I don't think, at first I thought I was going to hold on to it for my son. It's also reversible. I should have said that. But since it is kind of a big size, I'm trying to see what size it is. If you are looking for tags in reversible items, look in the pockets. That's where they're at. Yeah, this is a boy's medium, which is a size 10. He is 2. So I think we're just going to sell it, and I'll find something else for him, you know, by then. Okay, the last jacket that I kind of grabbed, maybe thinking for myself, but I think I'm going to end up just selling it. It's a really nice kind of camel colored trench. It's got really nice gold colored hardware. It's got the belt still on it. And one thing I really liked is that if I can get it unzipped here, it's got a removable like lining in it, like a vest lining. So that all made it nice. I was thinking about keeping it. It is just Land's End, so I don't expect to get a ton for it, but I think I could sell this between like 20 and 30, since it's such like this camel color has been really doing well the last few seasons. So we'll see about that. All right, let's keep going. On the snow front, I found a pair of Obermeyer snow pants. Obermeyer is one of the best snowboarding brands, so keep an eye out for that. I just sold a kid's pair, like size 7, 8, of boys' Obermeyer pants, for snowboard pants, for $40. So that's pretty good. These are a men's extra large. They're definitely an older style. If you shopped in Thriftsmas for me, you saw me find a women's pair. As I'm filming this video, I just listed those like a day or two ago. So they have not sold yet, but I'm selling them pretty high. They have the zipper all the way down the bottom. So again, I haven't comped these, but I can't imagine that I'm listing these for under maybe like 50. If they were a newer style, they'd probably be much higher than that. All right, let's keep going. Some quicker stuff. Here's some Athleta. This is the like Athleta version of the Lululemon Swiftly tanks. If you recognize, like Lulu has the big muted logo right there. And I've noticed that these Athleta ones do really well, because I think people like the Swiftlys, and so they're just looking for a little bit more of a bargain. But we'll see how that one does. Chico's, you know I'm a Chico's girly, especially we can find it at the bins. This is Chico's size 1, which is just like a medium. But I loved the color to this. It's just a nice olive green. I would not have paid $5 for this at a retail store. They wanted $7 for this. But I will absolutely grab this at the bins, especially because it is so light and silky. There's a lot of things in here, especially I'm glad this video is coming out because especially for those of you that watched Thriftsmiths or maybe joined my channel through Thriftsmiths, you saw me explaining why I would pay retail prices versus bins prices, and now I'm kind of doing the opposite. So you kind of get to see it in real life, such as this. This is just a Lucky brand tee. It is a size large, and yeah, these sell for like 20 bucks or so, but they do pretty well, these like big bohemian prints in the larger sizes. I have a lot of Lucky sitting that's in like smalls, so take that for what it's worth. I think I have another Lucky in here maybe. Torrid, this is a size 5, just a nice blouse. I love the color of this. I would certainly wear this if it was my size, this like dusty rose pink. Again, I'm not going to pay $6 for it, but I will certainly grab it at the bins. It's a great size, great for layering. I'll add like career, workwear, office, Valentine's Day, all those types of things. All right, this was one I was not familiar with, but the tag looked interesting, and I think this was linen. Yeah, this is 100% linen. So that alone, I'm going to look up. If anything is 100% linen, silk, wool, or cashmere, I will most likely get it if it's in good condition at bins prices. But this is James Coviello. Somebody help me on that. And I think I was seeing that it's sometimes sold at Anthropologie or other distro type stores. And for like, I feel like when I comped this in the store, could potentially sell around 30. So we will see. It's got like a crochet lace right there, nice and classic, size medium. That's a fun experimental one. I say this in every single one of my bins videos, but it's been a little while since we've done them. I love experimenting with new brands at bins prices, because then if they don't sell or they don't sell well or they take a while to sell, my investment on them is really low. Another brand that I like picking up at the bins but really nowhere else, maybe like Dollar Day at that one store, this is Columbia, size small, just a nice shirt. These sell for like 15 to 18 for me on eBay, but they do always sell. It's nice and stretchy. It's actually performance wear. So I don't know, if I can get somewhere between 15 and 20 on this, I don't mind that. Here, actually, I'm planning on offering these to my husband. These are a pair of Under Armour golf shorts. I think they're size 30 probably. Yeah. Heat gear. I'm going to see if he needs or wants these, so I'm going to set these aside. And if he passes, then I will list these, and I'll list them for $25 is my kind of standard shorts golf price like that. All right, this is definitely for me. This is a Banana Republic, just like a soft slouchy tee. I will probably use that as sleepwear. Ooh, I loved this. This is so pretty. I really, really enjoy selling vintage, like lingerie, like sleepwear. Look at this, like nightgown, teddy. How stunning is that? OMG. I wish this were my size. I would maybe keep it. This says it is the lingerie collection. Clearly very vintage. It is a size large because people now like layer these. Obviously this is like completely sheer, but the thicker ones or the more opaque ones, especially like the Y2K girlies, are just wearing these on their own. Anytime I do something like this, I'm always tagging it with like bridal, intimates, wedding night, like that type of thing for people that are looking for something special on their wedding night. I'll probably list that around 35. All right, here's a fun one for my son. I was looking for items for my son and daughter. I didn't find that much, unfortunately. I was really looking for a swimsuit for my daughter, and I kept finding size 7, 8, and she is 8, but she's like the tallest 8-year-old ever. And I was looking for a size 10, and I didn't find any, but I kept finding size 8. Carter's, 4T, little jammies, little football. So these will be for him for next year. He'll probably get those for his birthday. All right, Calvin Klein professional workwear. I really like picking up. This was probably like $1, and it's a size extra large. Calvin Klein, the larger sizes do better. I like the kind of like watercolor tie-dye. That'll probably sell around 20. Oh, I'm seeing such an amazing item that I forgot about. Okay, I won't make you wait all the way. I'll just make you wait till the end of this bag. Here's a fun one. I do pick up Brandy Melville. It still sells. I know a lot of people have strong feelings about it, and I have never shopped in their normal store. I probably wouldn't with all the drama going on, but I'll pick it up at, you know, the bins. They wanted they had these marked as kids textiles for $4, but Brandy's one size fits all is definitely not a one size fits all. I'll list these as like a small or an extra small for like 25 or so. I don't list Brandy Melville very high. It is fast fashion, but it tends to sell though. So that's why I keep picking it up. Let's just grab a few out so I can stop bending down. Okay. What do we got? Oh, this one's cute. This is for me. I bought this and I wore it like that night or the next night, like with, I was with 2 other coworkers, and we went out to dinner one night and I wore this and I love it. It's very cottagecore, smocked. I have no idea what this is, but it's cute. So that's mine. All right, here is a throwback Anthropologie tag. Oh, this one's very washed out. I'm sorry. This is Diletta. Size small. I looked it up though, and it still looks like it's going to sell decently well. I'm hoping to get maybe 30 or so out of this. It's got like a asymmetric hemline, is it? Or is it just like angled here, but then it's straight at the bottom, I think. But like a tiered ruffle right there. Super cute. I'll be able to wear it to work first. Here was a great find. Here's a lot of people always talk about this as golf. It's not necessarily specifically golf, it's just activewear, but golfing obviously is part of that. This is Title IX, medium. This is an athleisure dress, which sells really well in the spring or summer, like this just style. And the print is really cool. It's in fantastic condition. I was very surprised to find it. Size medium, excited to get that listed for, you know, warmer weather. I will list everything, but I expect it to kind of sell later on. All right, here's some throwback. These are probably vintage, but just Columbia snow pants. It is 'tis the time, 'tis the season. Columbia size men's medium. Actually, I think these are rain pants, and I have sold rain pants fairly successfully from lots of brands, to include Columbia. I just don't think they're super easy to find. Lots of stores don't like carry rain pants, but there's people out there that need rain pants. So I'm pretty sure that's what these are. They're also easy to list because I've sold black rain pants quite a bit, so I just copy the listing, adjust it as needed, and go from there. All right, what else do we have here? Oh, here's the other Lucky brand. This is a size 1X, which is even better. Lots of these are also like cotton, viscose, rayon. They sometimes have a linen blend in them. So if they have a nice fabric, I'll put that in the title and the description. I put all the material content in the description, but if it's got something really nice in it, I'll often just throw it in the title as well in case people are looking for that. Like this is a cotton modal blend. Modal's a really soft fabric, so I think a lot of people are looking for it. Here's one that I've never sold before. Project Socialty. Let me know if you sold it, what you think about it. It's a size large, but it's very like distressed, grunge, boho, I don't know, all the things. And I did verify that it's supposed to look like this. That's not a flaw to it at all. But yeah, so I'm going to experiment with Project Socialty. Looks like sometimes it sells really well and sometimes it doesn't. So we'll see. All right, one more Lucky brand, size large. I might end up lotting this one and the red one I showed you, the other short sleeve one, together and just listing them both for like, I normally list them for like 25, so I might list them both for like 40 or 45 and see if that helps them move a little faster, because Lucky brand can sit for a little while with me. Okay, here is the find of the day. I saw like this fabric and it was shoved in like the bin next to me, and I like grabbed it out just to see. I kind of though thought it was just like Shein or something, honestly, because it looked so sheer. Boy, was I surprised. My sister was standing next to me, and we'll come back to that in a second. But look what we've got. Johnny Was, size small. Look how pretty. At this like floral pattern, the roses. It's got butterflies on it all around the sleeves. Look at the trim. It's got this like scalloped gold trim. This is only the second time I found Johnny Was. I found it one other time in the bins, and it was a pair of like linen embroidered pants. This is the first time I found this cool tag though. The other one didn't have as cool of a tag. It is not silk, it is just polyester. I like the tassels here. My sister was like, I don't get it. She was not impressed. I was like, but it's Johnny Was. And she didn't know what that was, as I didn't know what that was before I was a reseller. But the funny part was, the conference I was in was at the Gaylord Conference Center, which is like this huge, if you're familiar with Gaylords anywhere, like each one in the different cities, we have one in DC, it's stunning. The one out in Colorado is just beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And they have this really expansive gift shop, and we were in there. I picked up these two little things for my kids, and they had like some clothing and stuff, and I was seeing all the brands I like to resell, and I was sending my sister pictures of the Johnny Was clothes and the price tags, just be like, see, this is why I was so excited. Plus this probably cost me less than $1. This is one of the lightest things I bought. Okay, moving on to this other bag. It's a little bit smaller. Thank you for sticking with me. I have a lot of work ahead of me to get everything listed, of course. All right, what do we got here? Oh, I found some Mountain Hardwear shorts. Just, oh, these are the ones that I almost put back, but this also just looks like surface wear, so it looks super gross. I'm trying to be careful where I touch, but I'm going to throw that in the wash, and I think they're going to be perfectly fine. These are another one that I tend to list at like 25 or 30, and they'll sell around 20, so we'll set those aside. Everything I like is like folded like this so that I could fit it in. So lots of things are going to need cleaned and steamed, but at least we got them back to Maryland. Here is a, oh, this one's cool. Here's a Ralph Lauren size large, but let me show you why I like it so much. Look at this little logo. Is that Polo? Like, that would make sense, right? Somebody school me on it. But it's just a short sleeve. It's definitely vintage. This is a vintage tag, size extra large, Tilden 100% cotton. When I can grab these Ralph Lauren ones at the bins, I grab them, because my Goodwill, if you remember from Thriftsmiths, marks these at like minimum like $11 or $16. So they do sell pretty well for me though. Here is a pair of linen pants. It feels like, yes, this is, oh, they are a silk linen blend. Definitely vintage, but this style does so well. This is very in trend with like quiet luxury, capsule wardrobe, wardrobe basics. They're beautiful. They just need steamed. I don't know if these were ever worn and washed. So I was really nervous like buying them at the bins that there was a stain or something that I missed. I'm not seeing anything here either. The real test is when I photograph them. That's where I usually find things I didn't see, per usual, but fingers crossed for that one. Okay, here's another Ralph Lauren custom fit size medium. Just a nice button down plaid, bread and butter for me. Here's another pair of linen. Oh, I remember these actually, because these are J. Jill Love linen, size large, but it's tall. I love selling things in a tall length. These were $7. I might have paid that at a Goodwill. They just need a steam. These were another one I tried to look over really, really well to make sure. I'll tag these as like sailor pants because of these like cool buttons that go down the side. The button is there. It just needs to be buttoned. Do they have pockets? No pockets. But these like pull-on elastic waist pants. That's a really great keyword to use. And I usually see an uptick in my linen selling, you know, after the winter or as we're coming out of the winter, because I do like to stock my closet with linen. It's a really good seller. All right, I've got some bulky things now. I like selling 511 Tactical. I said recently that I think I found the Apex pants in Thriftsmiths, which are a bit nicer, and I said I like selling those better than the cotton canvas ones. These are just the cotton canvas ones, so I won't sell these quite as high. These will probably sell between 20 and 30, but they are a good size. These are a 38 by 32 tactical work pants. I'll put like hiking, camping, rugged, outdoors, police, military, all of those types of things in the keyword. Okay, these are ones that were given to me by somebody else. He, I think, probably saw my overflowing cart filled with like men's and women's and all kinds of stuff. And he was like, hey, are you a reseller? I was like, yeah, you know. And he was like, do you want these? And I was like, oh, what are they? I couldn't see. And he was like, oh, they're the carb cart, like, what are they called? Like the reinforced knee? I was like, yeah, sure, thank you. So I've never found these before. These are also a nice big size. They definitely need a clean and a little bit of stain treat, but these are going to sell with or without that. So I think I'll be able to get it out, but these are a great find. Carhartt is a really great brand. These are a 38 by 32. I don't think I found them with those 511s, but now it's just really ironic. They've got the carpenter pocket, reinforced knees, the double knee. I think that's maybe what they're called. I'm excited for those. At first I was like, oh, they're so big. Do I really want to take them all the way back to Maryland? But I decided it was worth it. Oh my gosh, how many pairs of rain pants did I find? Here's another pair of rain pants. These are Cabela's, and these are also a large, tall, which is great. So I'll be able to list these at the same time as those Columbia ones and just use all the same keywords and descriptors. So those are great. What do we got in here? This feels soft. This feels very soft. I have no memory of this at all. It's got a great big turtleneck. Oh, now I'm remembering. This is Anthropologie, and it is size small, and it's this beautiful like periwinkle blue with this like drapey collar, big cuffed sleeves. This feels nice. This has to have something nice in it. Come on, don't let me down. It is 100% merino wool. Love that. I'll be able to wear it to work. I really need to get this stuff because I have a lot of winter stuff to get listed. So that's fantastic. This looks cute, whatever this is. Oh yeah, this is Angie. It's a very boutique-y brand, very boho. And this is like an open front kimono, which is pretty. Angie's not going to sell very high, but it's very cutesy, so it usually sells well. Might sell closer to summer, but who knows? People are always going on vacation or they live in warm climates, so this might sell between like 18 and 20 or so. Here's an interesting find because I've only found this once before and it's downstairs and it needs to be listed. So I don't actually know. I don't have experience selling the brand, but this is Killstar. Very like goth, grunge, extra small. And look how cool these are. Ooh, distressed. I love that up here. I know they say skinny jeans are out, but there are people out there right here still rocking their skinny jeans. So obviously these would have been great if they were like super wide leg on trend, but I'm not going to pass these just because they're skinny, because they have really good other features and qualities, and somebody's going to want those because somebody is going to want to pair them with those big like gothic combat. Ooh, I'm sorry. I'm about to get a hole in my sock right there, but they're dirty, and that was, I'm sorry you had to see that. With those like big lace-up combat boots, and they're going to want to put their jeans in them so people can see their combat boots. Tell me if I'm wrong. All right, this is a pretty color. Love that color. This is another Pure Jill. Pure Jill and Love Linen are my two favorite lines to sell from J. Jill. I also really like the, what is it? Like the everyday wear, like it's very travel friendly, wrinkle resistant. It says made with organically grown cotton. It's also a size large. It's a beautiful color. This will probably sell around 25, I should think. I'll probably list it around 35. This also feels like, please be cashmere. Oh, this is Vineyard Vines. I remember finding this and being surprised that nobody had scooped it up. And then I was like looking for holes. It's just a nice V-neck, like really light. It's coming off even lighter on camera. It's got a little bit more brown to it in real life. And this is a merino wool cashmere blend. Like seriously. For like probably $1 or $2, and this will probably sell for 30 to 40, I would think, with that content being from Vineyard Vines. All right, I think these are also for me. Yeah, these are Alden, which is literally just Target, size extra small, just a little pair of kick around like sleep shorts for me. We're getting close, guys. Oh, here's another good one. This is Garnet Hill, but look at all this beautiful beading. I remember checking over really well. Just wanting to make sure. Sorry that the light is washing out. It's dark out here, and then I have this ring light. But this is a size small, so I'll also be able to wear it. I like pairing something like this over like a nice fitted pencil dress for work. This probably is a good material content too. This is 70% lamb's wool and 20% Angora, then with a little bit of nylon worked in. So that's beautiful. They wanted $7 for that at Goodwill. All right, we're down to our last couple things. Ooh, and another pair of shoes tucked in here. All right, here looks like a nautical, like sailor stripes, horizontal stripes. It's ribbed, so it's textured with a mock neck collar, but I don't know what it is. There is another J. Jill. Oh, the Wherever collection. That's what it is. That's what I was talking about. It is a size small. Size small, I stray away from some in J. Jill, but I will still get it at the bins. And this is really nice, great condition. I would not buy that at a Goodwill retail store, though. What are my other pair of shoes? Oh, Flojos. I have never found Flojos before. I feel like I know Flojos from Ginger Marvin. I think. If anybody watches Ginger Marvin, let me know if that's probably where I got these. They're great on the bottom. I never sold them, so we'll see. But I feel like I've heard good things. They are super cute. I don't know if they have a size, though. So we might have to do a little bit of trial and error for a size. But we will figure it out. And if you're not following Ginger Marvin, go follow Ginger Marvin. Kathy and Chris are a great reselling couple, and I have learned a lot from them. Many of you ask about the spreadsheet that I used, and that's from them, which I will explain in an upcoming chatty work with me, like a question and answer that we're going to do. All right, here is a beautiful one. Look how cute this dress is. It's like slouchy black floral. I love these like sleeves. OMG. I'm pretty sure this is a dress. And this is Free People. So another one I was really excited to pull out of the bin. It is a size small. I will hopefully get to wear it. It's got these mother of pearl buttons down the front, which are beautiful. I love this so much. It's very like flouncy. I don't know, is that a weird word to use? All right, we have got 2 more things here. I don't think we're ending with something super, super special, so I'm sorry. However, this was a style-based pickup, and hopefully by the time I get this listed, this won't be out of style. Someone tell me if I already missed the boat. But this is BKE buckle. If you can see that, or this one might be easier. And this is a jean maxi skirt, which have been kind of super trending recently. It's slit on the sides, which I thought was kind of cool. And nice long length. It is definitely vintage. It is definitely like 100% cotton denim, I think. Here's the, let's look at the inside tag. How 90s is that? So yeah, this is probably a good one to put on Depop if I was keeping up with my Depop. But hopefully maybe it'll do well on eBay or Poshmark. All right, the last one I have, I mentioned selling vintage slip dresses before, and I can grab them at the bins, and that is what this is. This is just really basic. I will list this around 30. It'll hopefully sell between 20 and 25. And I, one time at the Baltimore bins, grabbed like 4 or 5 of these, and they all sold within the first like 90 days or so. So yeah. I think people, this is what I was talking about, people will sometimes like layer them over like a t-shirt or something. I think they're being more styled as actual fashion rather than slips, but I will market them in my listing and my title towards like both categories so that people will find it no matter what they're looking for. All right, I made a giant mess. We're actually sitting in my bedroom. My bed is right there, and I made a giant mess, and I need to make sure that my husband and I have somewhere to sleep tonight. The kids are downstairs watching a Christmas movie, and I am going to go join them. Thank you so much for hanging out with me for another bins haul. I have an upcoming trip to the Columbus bins that I'm really excited about, so stay tuned for that. I'll make sure to do a thrift with me, and I'm sure I'll also do a haul or two depending on how much stuff I get. We are driving to Ohio, so I don't really have to be as selective about what I get because I can drive it all back home, and we have like a car top carrier on our SUV, so the sky's the limit. All right, friends, thank you so much. Don't forget to subscribe. If you stayed with me the whole time, please give this video a big thumbs up, and I'll see you next time. Bye.